Yo, what's going on? Welcome back. So Sunday, just chit-chatting, just talking or whatever. A bit of a topic that I am going to focus on, and then some other things to just kind of just top off this Sunday. First of all, it is Sunday, and yeah, we're about to get started back into another week. Another week of the grind, work, all that good stuff. Yeah. Life is getting seemingly better little by little this year. So 2021 is starting to come up to be just a bit better. And that's always a good thing. Um, so yeah, before I get started, anyways, I just want to give a shout out to the channel members down below. Thank you guys so much for taking a chance on this guy and being a member of the channel. Really appreciate you guys. Also, yeah, we we got another channel going on. So let me get up inside here. Hey, what's up, Ray? What's going on, man? Oh, but anyways, yeah, for those of you guys that follow me on social, you guys probably see me yesterday just go pretty much ape shit bananas and just talk about this second channel that I have. Well, I mean, I've had this channel for a while, but I just rebranded it and everything like that. So first two videos I actually put up. What I actually did was one of the videos I put up yesterday on that channel was actually posted to this one. But since this one's just basically focusing on the podcast, live streaming, and then, of course, for the audio podcast, I moved that video over to the other channel. So the other channel, mostly videos, maybe every now and then a possible live stream, but it'll probably be like a simulcast to both this channel and that channel. But yeah, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. But anyways, the reason for this second channel was because some of you guys have, you guys expressed your opinions, and your opinions is always welcomed here. And a lot of you guys were just like, y'all miss Aloha Android. You guys miss the mobile tech focused videos, those types of things. And while I want to do my own thing on here with this podcast, this live stream, and talk about various different subjects, I don't want to abandon those people that really like the tech video. So I just made it for another channel, just solely dedicated on one channel. Because it's really hard to do this and to have various different things on here. It gives expectations, and then expectations tend to be a turn off when it's not entirely that. So just a whole channel specifically dedicated to it, I think is the best course of action here. And it's the channel NERD Nerd. You guys pretty much get the idea of it. And yeah, it's that's kind of exciting, but it's also kind of scary too for me to do that. All because it's just, it's I mean, it's starting from ground up again. The grind in it is going to be the exciting part. Just for what it is. So maybe I will share this with you guys. Let's see. Getting all kinds of notifications this morning. That's the thing about having different social platforms. You're always getting notifications. So, but yes, no, I didn't want to go to that person's channel. Anyways, yeah, I got a lot of subscriptions. I subscribe to a lot of people. I mean, a whole lot of people, because there's a lot of good content out there and good content creators. So I do got to clean it out, because there's some people that just don't make content anymore. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So hang on. Let's see if I do a YouTube search if I'll actually find it. And no, I mean, it's showing my live stream there. Link to the live stream, but it has not shown my channel. It's crazy. Well, we'll just do it this way. As you're coming in, please say hello. Hey, what's up, Ray? What's going on, man? You gotta switch over to the other channel? Got you, man. Got you. Please feel free to smash the like button too. That does really, 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 really help out the channel. But while I'm looking for this too, just kind of give you guys a heads up. I mean, there's going to be a slight, rant happening here in a little bit. I want to address something because I see, like I read a lot. I go on different, platforms and read posts and stuff like that, like on Reddit or whatever. And I don't like what I'm seeing that's becoming a thing when pertaining to like, nerds, to be quite honest with everybody. And I say this, just because, I mean, why are people being exclusive to the fact? That's the thing that I look at the most, Um, wow, there's like a lot of YouTube channels dedicated to like nerdism, like Nerd Forge, Nerd Out, Nerd. There's just so many of them. Here, I probably got a better way of finding it. It probably goes by the old name. Yeah, it's recognized by YouTube by the old name. I guess. Oh wow. It just goes back to my main channel. That's funny. No. I didn't say to play a video. What the heck? It's just being absolutely weird right now. I am not coordinated. As you guys can tell, it's Sunday, so who the hell would be coordinated? But man, oh man, I should get coordinated here. I really should. This is just, this is insane. What the fudge? I am not in the right state of mind right now. Why? Where's my history? That thing that I want to see is my history. There we go. I'm pretty sure I have something from it. There we go. So anyways, all right, I popped the channel up. Sundays are awesome. Yeah. So to share with you guys, here is the channel. It is called NERD. Couple of videos that I did or live streams that I did is still on there. I just didn't want to get rid of them, even though like it has like a totally different title and everything like that. So like, me playing Immortal Phoenix Rising demo, I mean, I left that on there, of course. Like the live stream I did showing off all the pixels that I have, because I am a pixel fanboy. That's still there. And then the most recent video I did is, the Google Nexus, Google Pixel, Google IoTs. I like them, and here's why. That video and just pretty much is talking about the Nexus, the earlier Pixels, the latest Pixels, my Pixel Book, the Google Home Smart Speaker, and then of course Pixel Buds. All those things just being talked about. The Nexus tablet. Just talking about why I like them, why I hold on to them, why it is still my go-to. Even though the good homie Carlos is really trying to convert me over to the iOS side completely, and I understand why he's doing it. Don't get me wrong, I like the iPhone. I like using the iPhone too as well. I use it quite a bit, but my thing will always be Android, and it will always be the Pixels. If I had to choose, I mean, if it was like sat in front of me, Pixel 5 or let's say iPhone 12 Pro Max or the iPhone 12 Pro, it's going to be the Pixel 5 that I pick. Regardless, I know the iPhone 12s and stuff like that, they do really good, especially on Verizon with ultra wideband millimeter wave. But still, I'm going to choose Pixel no matter what. So that's just me. That's just how it goes. But anyways, so this is my second channel. What's good? What's going on, Blaze? This is my second channel. This is one that I'm pushing right now as far as like putting videos on there. There's actually videos waiting to be released. So I guess that's the reason why I was on Twitter and I was acting like, like a stupid fanboy and just geeking out talking about my second channel and trying to really promote the hell out of it. Is because I've made various videos already for the channel. They're actually uploaded already and they're scheduled for release dates, because for that channel, there's always going to be videos uploaded, well, not uploaded, but released Wednesdays and Saturdays. So 2 days out of the week, a new video will drop. Sometimes there'll be 2 videos that drop in the same day, but the releases of those videos is going to be on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And yeah, I made a couple of videos already. They're already uploaded to the channel. They're just scheduled for release. Just because there's just gonna be a lot of things that's happening in the next couple of months. And besides doing like, these live streams, kind of like I've been doing them daily, but I'm not gonna tell everyone that I'm doing them daily because things can change. I could be doing them twice a week. I don't really have a set schedule for this channel that I'm currently live streaming on, the podcast channel. But for that one, there is going to be a consistent upload schedule, and that's Wednesdays and Saturdays. There will always be a new video Wednesdays and Saturdays, and it's all specifically towards mobile technology. So not me talking about Godzilla versus Kong, not me talking about Mortal Kombat, none of that stuff. Just strictly mobile tech. So for those people who are just like, I really want mobile tech videos from you, you guys are getting it in the form of a rebranded channel. So it's my second channel, and that's where it's going to be pushed. So yeah, this channel, NERD, is not in the same level as this podcast channel is. So if you guys hear a lot of like, because some people will probably be like, I want to see you grab this phone, I want to see you grab that phone. I'm going to be upfront with everybody, you know what I mean? If you want that type of stuff, you're gonna have to donate to that channel. I'm just being strictly straight with everybody and no bullshit. Because that channel doesn't make any type of revenue at all whatsoever. Not like the podcast channel where I make a couple $100 on revenue, and I give that revenue to my kids for what they want to do with it, whether it's save it for family vacation, just like a real lump sum allowance once a month for each of my kids. So I'm being a straight shooter with everybody for that channel. If people are cool with just seeing what I have and hear me talk about what I have and are patient with, when I do grab new things that I'll probably unbox and share on that channel, that's totally fine. But if people are going to start barking like, get this phone, get that phone, I want to see you unbox this phone, well, then, there is a PayPal link and donate to it. And I'll put that in a basket towards getting whatever that item is. And there you have it. You'll see an unboxing. You'll see me use the whatever product it is and review it. I just want to be straightforward with everybody on it. So, but it was a lot of fun creating this second channel. Not creating because it's not new, but rebranding my second channel. Because originally my second channel was just supposed to be about gaming, and that's why I called it Super Duper Stadia. But I mean, I incorporated gaming onto my main channel. I incorporated that into this nerd culture that I'm projecting from this channel, and so therefore, what's the point of having a dedicated gaming channel? So I just figured I'd just upload videos there. So if you have not subscribed, I would say definitely subscribe. I'll pop the link in the chat. And you guys can tell that this channel is less than 100 subscribers, obviously, because one of the things to get a custom URL, you would need to have over 100 subscribers in order to get a custom URL, which once I hit 100 subscribers, I will make a dedicated URL for it. And I'll make it so much easier than having, this long capital U, capital C, capital A, capital H, lowercase g, lowercase d, this like that. I'll be able to task it better for everybody out there. So, yeah, this second channel, I will stick with this second channel as far as making sure there's always uploads on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And when things start to pick up for it, I may move it up to like, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. We'll see how the future of NERD goes. But currently right now, just expect videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but not just one video, because some of those days I may have already planned to release like 2 or 3 videos in that day. I'll just release them in different times, and maybe one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one at night. Therefore, it gives time for people to kind of catch up to the new channel. Yo, Lawrence, what's going on? Good morning to you. Yeah, Ray, I know you already subscribed. I figured, that the homies that show support are obviously going to do it, man, and I really appreciate it. For those people that follow me on here that were telling me like, just stick to mobile tech, just stick to mobile tech. Well, now there's a channel that just is sticking to mobile tech, and I will grow it the same way that I grew this channel, all from scratch, all from just patience and work. That's pretty much it. And that's what I did. There was no secrets to anything. There was no shortcuts being done. I mean, Anyone that would say otherwise would sound pretty stupid to say. Just factor in the time that this channel has been around since 2011, and it's only at 11,000 subscribers. I mean, come on now. Anyone that would take a shortcut would definitely want to try and rise to the top, because it has been and always will be one of my dreams to just get one of those YouTube plaques. If I hit 100,000 subscribers, maybe in the next 10 years, cool. I get that plaque. It shows, that I was here on YouTube. Besides the fact that my channel is here, a plaque will show that I was on there. And, I mean, it's probably like, some things to people that says like, why do you care about a damn plaque or whatever, but like a commemoration of my channel, the work that I put into it, the work that everybody else, like all the subscribers have put into it, those things, I want something visual and physical to show that we did it. You know what I mean? Because it is a team effort, and it is teamwork between all of us. Me making the content or doing the live streams or whatever, and then you guys just simply coming in and hanging out and hitting the smash button, smash the like button. So I was hitting the smash button. Someone's gonna take that and freaking run with that. What the fuck am I saying? Yeah, it's 8:22 a.m. in Hawaii. Yep. Yeah, early mornings. Go dawn patrol. But yeah, so I'm gonna push pretty damn hard for that channel, just to make sure it's there for those people who just want those tech videos. You guys will get them, like I used to make them before. Maybe I might do things a little bit differently as far as editing wise. I don't know. I'm not the best video editor, you know what I mean? Sometimes I get in my modes where I just feel like, yeah, today I'm gonna really fuck around with the editing, app and see what I can come up with if it's entertaining. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, I go with what I know and just kind of, put out what I put out. Yeah, the plaque will show. Yeah, it will, and I really want one. Of course, I've been stuck at, I think it was like for 2 months now, I've been stuck at 11,000. I've been bouncing between 11,192 subscribers and then reaching over 11,200 subscribers. And then every time I hit to 11,205, for some reason, it then drops back down to 11,100 and something. So I've just been sitting pretty on here, not complaining, not bitching about it. It's all good. Some channels get scrubbed because YouTube be scrubbing dead accounts. And obviously that's going to affect your subscriber count when they kick those accounts away. And then some people probably just look at these podcasts and they're like, oh, he's talking about games now. He's talking about this. He's talking about that. He's showing gameplays on his channel. Like, fuck this, I'm out, type of thing. And that's totally cool. I get it. I respect that. So, I mean, I made a dedicated tech channel for everybody that can go over there and just kind of peep that out. So, yeah, it was kind of funny because for people to know that I do have a second channel, because like I said, yesterday I've been fanboying over my own channel, just trying to really promote it. Where is it? I think hang on. There is I didn't even release it for anyone to see. Jesus. That says how weird it's been. Yeah. What the fudge? I didn't even make it public for anyone to see. I made a little miniature what do you call those? A little miniature trailer, and I uploaded it to this channel for people to see, but it's still private. I forgot to freaking make it public for people to see. Oh my god. This is where you can see my absent-minded brain half the time. And I'm like this a lot, my mind moves so damn fast that I just literally forget to do certain things. Like, I uploaded the video, I just didn't make it public. So that's a bit funny, but anyways, I'm gonna make it public right now. No, I don't want to make it an instant premiere because I'm already live. But anyways, yeah. I'm only at 51 subs, lol. So 11,000 is great after the years on here. Yeah, it's just some people can go a lot further than what I did. Way a lot further. Like Kevin Breeze went way further, and he started little bit after me. Same thing with tech, right? And those guys or whatever. It just all depends. But I'm not saying that they did any type of shortcuts or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they have more of the business mind for it and really put that into effect. I just pretty much just made videos, uploaded, and that's all I really did. I didn't really approach YouTube in a business fashion to get to that. So, but hey, we're twins. We're both sitting at 51 subscribers on our channels. I mean, my second channel is sitting at 51 subscribers. That's how much it has. Okay, let's see if I refresh this here. Will it? There it is. All right. I will share this. Hopefully there's like no. There it is. That is just the intro to the new channel. And then the outro. I like these little animations that tell you like to subscribe and hit the bell and all that stuff. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, we're not gonna autoplay anything else. But yeah, so let's just kind of go into what I kind of just wanted to focus to a little bit here. So yeah, got to spend some time sharing the second channel with everybody. So hopefully I see some of you guys that actually wanted the mobile tech video subscribe to it. So I did it for you guys. Anyways, so there's this thing about nerd culture, right? Like, and people try to define what is a nerd. What makes you a nerd? Do you have to wear the clothes? Do you have to wear the glasses? Does your glasses have to be a certain shape of the frame? Do you have to have buck teeth? Do you have to have a really phlegmy, high-pitched voice? Do you really have to do those types of things to be classified as a nerd? Like what defines a nerd? And the reason why that I'm saying this is because, like, places like on Reddit and stuff like that, I see that the way things have become when it comes to this whole nerdism and nerd culture, they're making it almost seem exclusive. And to me, I think about it like, what the frick are you guys doing? This is not an exclusive club, like like only the nerdiest of the nerds are allowed inside. Like, what do you gotta do? Do you gotta have like a pass that proves that you play D&D and that you pretty much understand Unix and Linux and the differences? You have to freaking show that that you had a 4.0 GPA all throughout your years of elementary and middle and high school. Like what defines it? And then again, who also gave somebody the power to decide what someone would classify themselves as? See, when I was growing up, things were like so totally different. It was very, very fucking different when I was growing up, because being a nerd wasn't cool as far as like to the popular crowd. Being a nerd, you really had to keep that on the low, because most people in my days of growing up was more focused on being the badass, being the dude that just everybody on campus do, being the guy that every girl was like kind of like just like, I want to date him. And being so known that your name is tossed around in other schools. I mean, I don't know about here in the mainland. I know in Hawaii that was pretty much an honor. If you went to one specific school and another school had your name going around, yeah, that was pretty crazy. But a lot of people like myself, who pretty much was like trying to be something that they're not, kind of hid that aspect of them. This is because everybody bullied and picked on the nerd, and so now today, in the later millennials and in Gen Z, it's really it's good to be done as somebody who takes their schooling seriously. It's good to be somebody who actually tries and gets good grades and stuff like that, and I'm all for that. I really am. But I think it's kind of going too far now, whereas people are trying to define people by like their vocabulary. What words do they choose to use in a sentence and things like that? How much things do they know? Lawrence says this: a nerd is someone that's passionate about what they're doing or the thing they love. Exactly. It's not defined by having a pocket protector and wearing, like for instance, this little animation right here. This does not define a nerd. It does not. Much less does it give anyone grounds to actually say, okay, you're don't call yourself a nerd because you don't know a lot about this or a lot about that. Like, no, that's not what it's about. And I think people kind of forget the difference between a nerd and a geek. Okay. um there are subtle differences between them, and even on top of that, whether you're nerd, geek, don't really matter. Being exclusive to anything is just downright wrong, especially in a day where people are like really heavy set on preaching about unity. That famous word, man. Every time I think of the word unity, I think of Dave Chappelle, where he he poses as freaking Rick James and punches Charlie Murphy in the head, and he had that ring. He's all unity, but people preach unity, and then they push exclusive. I'm getting tongue tied here. Exclusiveness. Unity doesn't go hand in hand with exclusiveness. It goes hand in hand with inclusiveness. You need to be inclusive, including to all. People have passions about different things. There's people that's passionate about mobile technology on the hardware side of things, smartphones. And then there's people that's passionate about mobile technology on the network side. There's people that's, passionate about mobile technology that's, just with software optimizations and things like that. There are different realms in that community. It's not just mobile phones too. There's those people that are like heavy on Windows PC. There's those that are like heavy on Mac OS. There's those that's heavy on Chrome OS. There's those that's like really into IoTs. There's those that's really into microcomputing. There's those that's into building, cheap computers using Raspberry. Building game consoles, building a mobile phone using a Raspberry Pi. There's so many aspects to this. How can one say that, who's in and who's out? That's the shit that really pisses me off. It really does. And I really hate seeing other people who are like proud of what they do. It may be very minute to everybody else, as far as like, development and build and things like that. But when somebody does something that they've never done before and achieved what they were working towards, celebrating it, we all should celebrate with them, not tear them down. Interesting story. Here's how it goes. Okay. So back in 2011, between 2010 and 2011, I started to really kind of start researching on custom ROMs and how to root specific type phones, specific brand of phones. And then I started to learn about what to do if you run into certain issues, because sometimes, you could just soft brick a phone in the middle of trying to flash a custom ROM, and you need to know how to get that phone working again. And so, if you're smart about it, you would have made a backup, but sometimes people just rush into flashing a custom ROM. So what do you do when you flash a custom ROM and for some reason it soft bricked the phone? I mean, because if it was hard bricked, it's done. It's done for. You're not doing anything with that phone anymore except using it for paperweight. But a soft brick you can bounce back from. And so when I first flashed, it wasn't even a custom ROM to an extent. It wasn't a full ROM. Basically, it was just flashing like a UI on top. See, I had the Samsung Intercept from Virgin Mobile. A low budget Android device. And mind you, this low budget Android device cost $250 back in the day. And so I seen people talking about it because, since it was such an underpowered Android phone, it didn't have Touchwiz like the Samsung Galaxy did. So this had pretty much stock Android on it, but it wasn't called like the Intercept Play Edition or anything like that. It just was called the Samsung Intercept. I think the Samsung Intercept was, what do they call it? Hold on. Let me adjust this real quick because it's like pinching against the stems of my glasses, kind of starting to hurt my ear. Anyways, So this thing had stock Android. So then I would flash like different, like these different UIs basically. So they weren't even full custom ROMs. They just pretty much like changed, like the color of not the icons, but like like the font and stuff like that. There was just so much to it. It would change how the notification drop down looked and everything like that. You could even customize it by putting like a custom picture and the notification shade drop down rather than it just being like white, because this was back in the day when it was on 2.2 Froyo. And I flashed my first one on it after I was able to root the Samsung Intercept and install a custom recovery on there. And I was going on like these different chat sites and talking about it, and people were just like kind of ripping me, and they were like, "Man, that's not even flashing a full custom ROM." It was like, "Oh my god, man! Like, can you guys just let me relish in the fact that I did something without needing to go to like a school to learn it, or go to, like a specific person and watch?" Because me, I'm more of a hands-on person. Like, I'll learn things pretty fucking fast if I see it with my own eyes. I'm a visual learner. But in this case, I had to learn it a whole totally different way. I had to read and follow step by step and make sure that I'm actually going that route. So with that, I was pretty damn freaking proud that I flashed this custom ROM onto, a budget Android. And I had people just shitting on me about, first of all, the type of phone it was. And they're like, that's not even worth it. But, I'm not a rich person. It's no fucking secret. I'm not rich. I'm not balling out of control with big cash. And I made poor decisions in life that, I didn't go where I wanted to be in life. It doesn't mean that I can't ever get there. It's going to take a different way for me to get to where I want to be at in life. But, so I couldn't buy a Samsung Galaxy, phone. I couldn't buy, like the HTC. What was a flagship back in the day for HTC? I know it wasn't the one or the M1 or any of those. See, I remember the first phones I flashed the Samsung Galaxy S2. Yeah, the S2 Epic 4G Touch for me was the one that I really went freaking balls to the wall flashing custom ROMs. I think I flashed that phone dead. All right, it's not hard bricked to like I flashed it and then fucked it up or anything like that. No, the Samsung Galaxy Epic 4G Touch that I have somewhere here it's probably like one of the boxes I haven't unpacked yet. But that phone, I flashed the hell out of it. That is just went kaput. It's done. It's totally done. And of course that's gonna happen when you're fucking flashing your phone with like 3 or 4 custom ROMs a day because you can't decide which one you want to rock, because this ROM has this feature and this look to it and this thing. But then this ROM has this, and that. I mean, I was literally like going back and forth between AOSP and Touchwiz based ROMs. And I remember somebody ported over the ROM for the Galaxy S2 on AT&T. Was it the S2 or S3? Or was it the S4? Because I remember one of the ROMs I used a lot was Touched by Galaxy S4. So it had to be the S4. But anyways, it had that sidebar that would pop out when you swipe from the left to the towards the center of the screen. This little bar would pop out with a bunch of applications that you can store on there. That was like a quick saying thing. Ciova, peace to Ciova, and thanks for popping in, bro. Appreciate it. And yeah, I was going apeshit bananas over that ROM on the Epic 4G Touch from Samsung. So I was flashing that on there. Then I would go back to like AOSP using. There's different ones. There was a dark unicorn. There's dark unicorns. There was Pac-Man ROM, which was like a splice combination of Paranoid Android, AOKP, and Cyanogen. So like Cyanogen, AOKP, and Paranoid Android pretty much like worked together, and they created the Pac-Man ROM. But then you also had their individual ROMs. Like Paranoid Android was pretty freaking solid. Cyanogen was just always the one recognized by a lot of people. I mean, Cyanogen was so fucking recognized that OnePlus was using Cyanogen for a while until they dipped away from them and came with Oxygen OS. But before that, they were using Cyanogen. And I felt like they should have stayed with Cyanogen. But that's just me personally speaking right there. But, so That's when I really got like balls to the walls flashing, and I really killed the Galaxy S2 Epic 4G touches by flashing like 4 or 5 ROMs a day. Plus, it pissed off a lot of people because I was mostly at home, so when I was flashing custom ROMs, it wasn't a thing for me to just flash another custom ROM again. You know what I mean? And then have to re-sign into all my apps and everything like that. But then when people had me go places with them, and I'm like, I don't feel like using this ROM, or I was thinking like, oh my gosh, this other ROM I have had this feature to the camera I want to use. So I would freaking flash my phone while I'm out there with people, and then it was looking at me like, dude, why are we taking so long to leave? And I'm like, hold on, I'm waiting for this to finish flashing onto my phone, and then I got to log into everything again. And everyone just looked at me and like, golly, dude, like, knock your shit off already, man. But yeah, I still am nerdy to custom ROMs, and I was heavy into flashing custom ROMs, and I had people on various different chat sites literally tear me the fuck down, like literally just let me know that what I know is just an eighth of what they know about all this. And some people would even go as far as to reply to my my chat posts, and just literally tell me what they do. And if they're talking in like coding and things like that, they would go into that aspect of it to really just, it wasn't to teach me anything, because the difference between someone trying to teach you something versus somebody that's just trying to rub it in your face. And when they try to teach you something, they try to make sure that you understand certain things. They'll break down things of what they're saying even more if you don't kind of catch on to it. You know what I mean? Very resourceful and helpful type of replies. But when you got someone that's like, what we call Hawaii hai maka maka, which means a big nose pointed to the sky. They think they're the shit, and they go in there and they tell you about all these things that they know about custom ROMing and how to build a custom ROM and everything like that. And then they start going in with all the terminologies, but it's not for you to understand the terminologies. It's for them to show that they know the terminologies and you don't. Because the one thing that makes their fucking day is when you reply back and you be like, I'm not following, or I don't get that, or what does this mean? And then they get a kick out of it because they read your reply back saying that, and they just laugh, ha 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 ha, ha, like this guy is such an idiot. He's just a wannabe nerd. Like, get the frick out of here with that shit. Look, nerd culture, nerdism, being a nerd is not an exclusive thing. And I get it. I get it for the older ones that are acting this ridiculous right now, okay? When we were growing up, being a nerd was something we had to hide. You know what I mean? It was more cool to try and be with the hip crowd and seem like you're laid back, chill, and cool. And really kind of hide that you liked playing DOD, or that you liked researching things about computer and watching how the computer, was going to evolve over the years and where technology was going to advance a lot faster. Like, you had to hide that back in the day, and because you got picked on, you got bullied, you had people that treat you like shit. Trust me, I know the feeling. And I probably did the most dumbest thing in the world. I revamped myself to look different, act different, dress different, to be accepted, when I should have just stuck to my guns and have been who I am. I was really heavy into video games. I was really heavy into comic books. I comic book collected. I had a really damn good stash of comic books. And then, I made wrong choices in my adolescent years and pretty much fucked my life up from that point. But point being is that I get that nerds was picked on a lot back in the day. But this ain't Revenge of the Nerds. Leave that shit to Hollywood. That was a badass movie. But this ain't real life where we're going to be this way, where we're going to outcast people and judge them on their IQ levels. Are you fucking kidding me? You're going to judge people on their IQ levels? Sometimes, the IQ number doesn't necessarily mean you're destined for greatness. I hope those people who kind of judge that kind of shit and listen to that really kind of understand that doesn't mean you're going to invent the biggest thing to the fucking world. Because there could be somebody that has an IQ level less of a toaster that will invent something that mankind is going to find fucking useful and is going to become wealthy on it. Then what y'all got to say to that? I mean, I'm saying an IQ level lower than a toaster. Yes, I defined it right there to know that even somebody that can be what most people call stupid is going to invent something that mankind is going to find beneficial, and they are going to profit fucking huge off of it. Sometimes you don't even have to invent a physical thing. Sometimes it's just an idea. It's just a visual shit show of something, right? Like that idiot on TikTok with whatever that damn word he's saying is viral, millions, and getting brand deals left and right, and is making money. Can you hate on a guy for making a business out of something as idiotic as annoying people by whispering a fucking stupid ass word in a very annoying way into people's ears and pissing them off and capturing it on video? You can't hate the guy because he did something that's working for him. And I'm sure his IQ level is probably just higher of Nintendo 64. But the point I'm saying is that and this doesn't just apply to the whole nerd culture thing. This applies just in life in general. But people really gotta stop fucking judging people based upon, what they see up front. Never judge a book by its cover is a very, very important slogan that I think needs to be reindoctrinated into society today. You can't judge a book by its cover. That's for one. For two, you shouldn't be judgmental in the first place. I mean, being judgmental sucks. You know how they say don't throw stones in a glass house? Yeah. You can't judge people to that extent. Like, can't. And plus two, you're a hater if you're like that. If you're so judgmental and you're so exclusive and anything of that, like I just literally label people as haters like that because of course they're gonna hate on other people to keep it exclusive. Like, why? Life is too short to be mad all the time. Life is too short. One thing that my mom used to tell me is like, if you have a pissed off face, if you keep making a pissed off face, it's gonna stay stuck like that for life. And she'd always tell me, she was like, stop trying to look like you're mean and evil in public because you look like a bulldog and your face is gonna stay stuck like that forever. I think my mom's right about that. I think people who just like, I don't even know if I'm doing it right. Like, no, that sounds like I'm just like guessing or something. I don't know. But when you have like a pissed off face, it really does. If you do it all the time, it almost seems like that it just becomes natural. My dad has a pissed off face. Like, you know how like women have like a resting bitch face? My dad has a resting asshole face, but he's not really mad at all. Like I remember when I was a kid, people like my friends used to be terrified of my dad. They absolutely were terrified of my dad because I always thought my dad was pissed off. When my dad would come outside and try to talk to my friends just to see how they're doing and say, "Hi, how you doing today?" Type of thing. Boy, would they fucking freak out. But that's because my dad has resting asshole face. And when you're always pissed off, you can end up with a resting asshole face, or for ladies, you can end up with a resting bitch face. Like, seriously. She used to tell me fix your face a lot. Yeah, because they're always like, isn't it funny how like, and it doesn't matter what culture you come from, but like all different cultures, they seem to have very similar things that the parents do. Like don't make that face; it's gonna stay stuck like that forever. Type of thing. Like, and you just find it everywhere. But yeah. So I think with this whole exclusive bullshit to being a nerd, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. People gotta stop being so damn judgmental. They gotta stop. They gotta stop living with hate too. How can one person really want to live with so much hate in their life? Like, what do you necessarily gain from having that much hate to hate on other people too? And I'm not referring to one person. Because I know some people are going to think that, but I'm throwing this out there in general. You know what I mean? Because there are people who live their life that way. They live their life where they always just want to be attacking and antagonizing other people. And I always think to myself, like, why? Like, what do you gain by doing that? You know what I mean? Because like it's different when you're young. With the younger generation, those that's like, I would say just north of 7 years old, up to like, their late 20s. I can understand why they do it. Their body has the stamina to do it. You know what I mean? They haven't lived, the years that would tear down their body. I mean, they're currently on the path of doing it. You know what I mean? Because playing sports when you're young or whatever, or just, going skateboarding or just doing whatever, right? You kind of put damage on your body. And when you get into your 20s, one of the things that they do in their 20s is exploring alcohol, going partying, going to the club and this and that. You're wrecking your body with alcohol. You're wrecking your liver, your kidneys. And then in your 30s, unless you got yourself a nice, office desk job, if you're doing labor work, you're really tearing your body down. You know what I mean? But like in your late 30s into your 40s, your body has been alive for damn near 40 freaking years. It's gone through wear and tear. It's gone through growth. Maybe you didn't eat right in the last 20 years. And so, you're not in the best physical condition. So when you live with so much malice and so much hatred inside your body, you're actually stressing yourself out. Even if you're projecting that hate onto a focal point, you're also at the same time stressing yourself out. And it is true. Stress does kill the human body. When you spend all your life being upset, angry, and secluded, and depression sets in, it hurts yourself. You're really hurting yourself. You can go and feel like that it's not happening to you because you have a focal point that you're projecting all this hate onto, but that focal point is never always going to be there. You know what I mean? And when that happens, you're just so angry, but that anger is built up inside of you, and that anger stresses your body out. When I pass, because a lot of people say that when you pass away, you see your life flash before your eyes. Do you really want your last images, your last visuals of your time here in this world? And I know this world is fucked up, but do you want your last images to just show all these things that, normally when you're in your right place of mind, you would consider them to be stupid actions? Is that what you want a replay reel of your life to be? Is just a bunch of images from a coherent time where you were just doing dumb shit? No. I want my replay to actually show all the times that I spent with my kids and all the times that I hung out with friends, whether it was friends that lived in the same city with me, or if it was like here on StreamYard and we were all just talking and having fun and laughing. Like, I would want those to be my last images before I say my final goodbyes to this world. Those are good. Those are good things to see before you go. I think people should practice trying to do more good. That's just me personally. I just think people need to practice doing more good in this world. I think that, if you have, $100 in your pocket and you really don't need to do anything with $10, and you see a person that's sitting on the ground that's hungry, why not just give them $10? We can always make up these things about, well, they're going to go drink it or they're going to go buy drugs and shoot it up with it, but you can always do something differently. Instead of just giving them $10, you can walk into the nearest fast food joint and spend that $10 on food, or maybe spend like half of it on food. Buy them a meal that's like, $6, $7, $8 and give them the rest of the money and change for them to have. I mean, why are we, why do we spend our days just wanting to be separated from other people and to be classified differently from other people and to be segregated from people? Why are we living our lives this way, yet we're pitching unity? I don't get that. That's so hypocritical. Unify to divide, is that the course of action that society today wants us to go to? Is that where they're really trying to push us to? Unify to divide. Is the divide so divining? Is the divide so much joy? What the fuck is happening here? When did it become the thing to not have decency for another human being? When did it become a thing where we just don't care about another person's feelings? I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting mad at somebody over something, right? When you have a valid reason to be upset with somebody, you have a valid reason to be upset with somebody, and you address that reason why the person upset you. But you don't. But what I don't say you don't, because I'm not telling people what to do. But it is baffling when people can just go and hit below the belt. And their sole objective is because what? They want to crush somebody. Before I used to worry about what people gave, what they thought about me. Nowadays, I don't give a fuck what people think about me. And people can try to crush me. I mean, I don't really have anyone that like really hates me like that, because one of the things, and even my older sister, she always talks about it, is that I have this thing where, I just want like friends with people. You know what I mean? Just being friends. Life to me is more about making the good times, the happy times, and joyful times. Not about always being in beef with somebody or whatever. That's just not the thing. Or send your friend $100 for the moving expenses. I appreciate that. I don't forget those things, Lawrence. I know you push hard on that, man. I really appreciate it. And you were the first one to actually donate. So yeah. But I mean, see, you're cut from a different cloth, Lawrence. You know what I mean? You'll give the shirt off your back to someone who needs it if you know genuinely they need it. But today, most people don't feel that way. Today, people don't really do that. Today, people want to be on this next level shit where they just want to always be angry. But know this: when you live with so much stress in your life, you take years off your life. So if you were projected to live till you're 80, well, you're not going to reach that finish line. You're going to go much quicker. So I say to people, if it's something that can't be resolved and pieced out, then just agree to disagree and walk away. And when you walk away, do your thing. You know what I mean? Make something of you. Make what you're doing grand. Enjoy what you're doing. Find what brings so much joy to your life and capitalize on that and hold on to that. If you have family, focus on family. If you don't have anyone in your life and you're alone, explore. You'd be surprised who you meet on explorations. You can go and try something new. You can go jet skiing. You can go mountain climbing, and you may run into someone who likes to mountain climb, and you end up creating a friendship and a bond with them. Just do something. Be positive. That's the thing. That's on that. So, anyways, I put this small little reel together, and so I've been getting back into Street Fighter. So before I go, let's play a little montage clip of that. I actually got the Street Fighter 30th anniversary. It has every Street Fighter game from Street Fighter 1 to Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And so I was like playing it, and I uploaded some clips to Facebook and whatnot. And yeah, figured I'd share that with you guys. I love playing Street Fighter. I mean, Mortal Kombat is dope, but I really can't between them, like choose one over the other. Hold on here. Let's see. When I can try to help someone in need, thank my old Pokemon cards for the money. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Actually, I thank you. You know what I mean? Because you still made that decision to do what you did with those Pokemon cards to make that happen. So, in all, it was you. Anyways, here's this montage clip that I put together. And I like playing as Akuma or Golki. But like after practicing for a little bit, I got it back down where the combination set up for the Raging Demon, I can whip that out on command and at any given point. So yeah, of course most people say playing as Akuma is being cheap just because he has that attack. All you gotta do is bring your opponent's life bar down to about half or a little bit under half, and then if you do the Raging Demon, it's a final blow. Mostly I go in for like the short kill, so I give them I wait till they're like a quarter life left. Here's where I just whipped it out of nowhere, out of playing it. Just a simple fact is because Rio stepped into it. He got me with that low sweep. It'd be cool to play a Shin Akuma in this, and then you would have like the 2 of the mid-air fireballs instead of 1. Yeah, I have it. That's pretty much like trapped in the corner already. I was just hitting him with a volley of attacks just to keep his ass there.
Fighting is ready. Engage.
Yeah, trying to hit him with that Shungoku Satsu. See, he jumps into it. Gets taken out. You've been playing against Gil. This is the only thing about Street Fighter 3. It's like I felt like that they weren't very innovative with it when it comes to characters like this character Gil. I don't know. Some people will like him and will disagree with me on it. That's cool, but to me, I just don't really see him as like a level boss for games such as Street Fighter, much less as like I guess I'm just so used to Bison being that final guy at the end and dealing with Shadaloo. Yeah, I'm live. Give me a minute because I'm about to hop off. I'm just finishing up right now. Are you on lunch? All right, 2 minutes. My lady's on lunch. Oh yeah, Street Fighter Alpha 3 is just where it gets even better. Honestly, I welcome challenges. Like, I'll post on social media these gameplays, and some people will tell me that, you know, I haven't played them yet, and I welcome the challenge, because it's not about like really about me like being great at this game or anything like that. It's the fun of like losing. Because actually with Street Fighter, I actually like losing because then it just makes me game harder, and for some reason I find like new combinations or new patterns to effectively defeat an opponent. But in this game, Bison's a cheap asshole. That damn Psycho Crusher fucking is probably even more powerful than the Raging Demon when it takes your lifespan. Like, he can hit you from full bar and bring you to like a quarter life left. Even if you had Shin Akuma in this game. You play on console? Yeah, I was playing on Switch. I have the full cartridge of the Street Fighter 30th anniversary, so I play it on either my Switch Lite or on the Nintendo Switch in the living room. When you and Carlos come down here, man, and you guys come kick it at my new place, I'll put the game in, and if you want, we can go a couple of rounds. We can go a couple of rounds on like different ones, because it has every Street Fighter game from 1 to Third Strike. So we can play 1, we can play 2 World Warriors, 2 Championship Edition, 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha 1, 2, and 3, and then Street Fighter 3, the 3 different versions of Street Fighter 3. We can play that. Oh, you had yours on PS2? Yeah, I played on PS2 before also. My ex-girlfriend's dad used to just like, because, you know, he would come home from a hard day's work, and then he would just like chill in the living room, and he liked video games. And one of the things he liked to do, he didn't actually like playing Street Fighter Alpha 3. He actually liked me just sitting there, like watching me play the game and do all this stuff. You guys have Street Fighter 5 on PS4? You're bad? By the way, guys, that's my younger brother. You're bad at the game, like bad, or you mean you're bad like no one can beat your ass in the game? Because if you're setting a challenge, if you're challenging me, young bro, I plan on going to see Dad again, and I can just take a detour instead of going, you know, south through Amarillo, going southeast. I can just stay on I-40 and run straight into Oklahoma City. That's if you're challenging me, but yeah, so I'm going to be uploading gameplay on that, and a little bit more. I mean, I've been posting. See, I really wish that with Nintendo they had this thing, because you can screen record, but you can only screen record 30 seconds at a time. That's what totally sucks. I wish you can like screen record an entire gameplay per se, because I do have I think it's a 512 a 512 SD card in there. So I have the storage to actually save, like a 2 or 3 gigabyte video file, and then just pop it out and then transfer it to the Chromebook and do some light editing and then upload. Yeah, Ben says I had Street Fighter 2 in my arcade years ago. Yeah, I used to annoy my dad with Street Fighter 2 at the arcades only because $20 in quarters. I burnt it up pretty quick. See, I was raised on Street Fighter. So was I, man. I mean, that was the arcade to play. That's where it was. Oh, you're bad at the game. But just play it. I mean, you know what? Like, you're pretty good at games, bro. You really are. Like, I mean, I enjoy watching your Twitch live streams and the different games that you play. So, by the way, drop your Twitch link here in the chat, bro. So, like, people can follow you. They want to watch you. I know Ray will probably follow you because, Ray, we're like in that same realm. We're like movie buffs / gamers / techies. We're in all that. Lawrence says, aloha from Kaneohe, Hawaii. All right, Lawrence, take it easy, bro. We'll see you later. I don't know if you're going to sleep now because you usually sleep. You usually stay up all night and then you sleep during the morning. So, I mean, I could probably use a capture card, but that's like, I don't know. I don't like investing in things that I may not stay long term with. You know what I mean? So like buying a cardioid mic like this or a condenser mic like the other mic that I have. Like I'll buy something like that because I know that I like to podcast a lot. I like to live stream. I like to, do these things, and that's what I'm not going to stick with. But like gaming, I may be heavy into gaming, and then I may not have time to do it. And then so buying a capture card and trying to do all these things, just it would be like a waste in my opinion. So. I know you misunderstand. My mom owned. Oh, so you had access to everything, and not just Street Fighter, but you had access to Mortal Kombat. You had access to freaking was it Marvel Superheroes? I'm badass in that game, Marvel Superheroes. I'll fuck people up with Wolverine or Spider-Man. But then you also had access to like Street Fighter versus Marvel or Capcom versus Marvel. Damn, man, lucky you. You're freaking lucky as hell. I have a Razer capture card, but don't know how to use it. You can go online and see how people use it. Yes, sir. Yeah, rub it in, Ben. Rub it in. That you had an arcade. You know how much I would love to have to own an arcade. It'd be so damn badass. No, I'm telling you. Oh, you're telling my brother. Oh, I thought you were leaving. My brother was young. I don't know, bro. If you're still here, do you remember how old you were when you guys left Hawaii for Oklahoma? But anyways, so I mean, I didn't own an arcade, but see, my older sister was dating a guy who worked at Fun Factory at Pearl Ridge Mall in Hawaii, and that's an arcade out there. And since he worked there, he had the little star key to open up the machine, and he would just like hit that button to pop me so many credits that I wanted. So I would just tell him what game I'd want, and then he would go, yeah. Half of first grade is when you left. Okay, so you was like what, 6? 6-ish is when you left? Nah, that was a while ago. But anyhow, I'm gonna cut it here. I love to play. Oh, Dragon Slayer. Yeah, I'm gonna end it off right here, everybody. I do thank everyone that came in and hung out. I got a couple other things to do. I may go live again later on tonight. If I do, Lawrence, if you want to join me just chit chat, I'll shoot you a link on Twitter, but I'll let you know. Also, same for you, Ray, if you guys want to join in. Anyone that wants to join in, just let me know. Just hit me on a DM on Twitter if you guys want in, and then I'll shoot you a link to come in. You can come and just chit chat, whatever, whatnot, talk about games, whatever. It's all good. But I gotta go have a virtual lunch date with my lady. So thanks so much for hanging out. Smash the like. That helps circulate this. And also, again, the second channel, follow it. If you guys are just strictly into mobile tech, you guys will get your mobile tech feed on that second channel. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. Happy Sunday. Be cool. Be safe out there. Law.